Andrew Freund here with the cast of the wildly popular show, Person of Interest. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
First question for you guys is, being here at Comic-Con, what has been your experience like?
I saw really big women in dog costumes in the bathroom. That's been the most interesting thing that's happened to me so far.
Okay, that's exciting.
And you're not having fun until you see a woman in a dog outfit, all right? I mean, it's just not a good time up until that point.
I wanted to talk to you guys a little. I was talking to your creator, how science fiction has now become science fact, and your show is very relevant of this. Does it make you kind of nervous in a way that we're getting in that direction, or is it just a sign of the times? Jim, what are your thoughts on kind of that aspect of your show?
What I love about this show is the amount of coverage we do, and we go 9 days as opposed to 9.5 as opposed to 8. And one thing that Jonah, always promised and delivered on is making movies on TV. So as long as that medium's met, and now we just happen to be in something that is quite talked about extensively. And I know this because my cell phone continually lights up about Snowden, the NSA, and everything.
Your thoughts, Mr. Emerson?
Well, I suppose there's reason to be anxious in the world we live in, but I can't take it too personally because the problem is too large and too subtle for me to do anything about it. I don't know how I could change my behavior or the behavior of others to make an adjustment to an over electronic or an over watched or monitored world. So I guess it's one more thing that makes you a little passive, and you hope that it does not come around and bite you on the rear end someday.
Let's talk about how the season wrapped up, and also I want to talk about how you two are some pretty badass ladies. I'm mildly scared of both of you right now. All right, as I am. Tell me a little about kind of you two, how the season is wrapped up.
In respect to Shaw, after she definitely had a vendetta for Root, and once she saw Root, I thought she was going to kill her based on what I said last time about you, and then she, after we rescued Finch and I got Root. Shaw just kind of disappeared, and I think, the thing with her, she's kind of a man without a country right now, and her own government has turned against her, and she's a character who is she's very mysterious, and she's very subtle, and she lives quite comfortably on the outside of things, and even this year, as she's kind of become a helping hand to Reese and Finch, there's still an element, there's a large element actually, that there's still a lot of mistrust. I think, she really doesn't know if she can trust these guys or not, and I think for her that's a very smart place to be.
Where do you hope to see the Root-Finch relationship go?
I was going to repeat myself, but I was just saying, I hope that I get to have lots of more scenes with Michael, and I feel like there was this real betrayal, and it sort of explained how much Root actually has grown to feel for Harold, and the fact that she was so hurt by the fact that he would do this to the machine, and it really felt like a personal thing to me in those scenes, which is mostly because he's such a great actor. But I hope that that's the great thing about the show, is that you get to do scenes with all these people, and any chance that I have to torture any one of them again will be good.
Boy, is he a good guy doing bad things, or is he a bad guy doing good things? That's up to the viewership. You just try to play it as truthful as possible, and Fusco's one of those characters that has a sense of duality. So you just lay it out there and let the audience determine whether they think he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Because the Fusco's
That's right, because the Fusco's always watching.
What can you tell fans about season 3?
Well, they're going to get what they've come to expect. They're going to get good standalone episodes, but also a really interesting Uber story or mythology, both of which are getting more complicated and more nuanced, I think, as we go along. And now that the machine is mobile or unmoored in some sense, there's going to be a lot of nail biting about where we go from here, and I suppose that's what will get explored in season 3.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate
And
it.
be sure to check out the season premiere September 24th, only on.
CBS.
CBS.
Yes,
Thank you guys.
our network.
Yeah.
Tuesday at 10.